2/3 of voters think the economy was better under President Trump.
Well, that's just not the case, and we have to do a better job of laying out the facts that the economy has dramatically improved under the leadership of President Joe Biden.
But if those are the facts, why don't voters believe it? Is that a communication problem?
Voters understand that more needs to be done, that there are challenges that remain.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise. Today, I got a collection of videos to share with you guys, man. Liberals constantly deny reality. Make it make sense. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. And without further ado, let's go.
Want to hear how great the economy is doing?
Dollar Tree closing 600 stores this year. CVS closing 900 stores through the end of this year. Walgreens closing 150 stores. Outback Steakhouse has already closed 40 of its restaurants. UPS is cutting 12,000 jobs in 2024. Citigroup cutting 20,000 positions as well. eBay, why not? 1,000 jobs lost there. Microsoft cutting 1,900 positions. Expedia cutting 1,500. Cisco cutting 4,000. Apple cutting 600. It's entertainment too. Regal Cinemas closing 429 locations.
Oh, yeah.
Kroger's grocery store chain shutting down 413 stores.
Wow.
It's not affordable to be in retail anymore.
Nope.
Foot Locker closing 400 stores by 2026. Macy's will close 150 locations by 2026. Walmart, already this year, has closed 6 of its supercenters. While the U.S. Senate has passed nearly $100 billion to send to other countries that Joe Biden just signed yesterday.
Yep.
Most can't even find Ukraine or Israel on a freaking map,
Nope.
let alone Taiwan. We're paying money that we don't have as our economy goes down the toilet and American jobs die. Of course, we know we're going to ban TikTok so nobody can talk about it freely.
That's exactly what that's about. That ban is to keep people from freely spreading and sharing information because it's the one social media platform that the United States can't call on the carpet and tell them what they can and can't put on there and what they can and can't allow to be released and spoke on. It's ridiculous. They're absolutely right here, though. So many people have lost jobs for whatever reason. MSDNC, CNN, they won't speak on it. But if you recall, you go back to 2022, around July, August, Google started laying off. Amazon started laying off. And it was a domino effect of all these large tech companies just cutting people. And I'm talking thousands of jobs, thousands of high-paying jobs. So yes, there are new jobs, but the new jobs pay half as much as the old jobs. Make that make sense, man.
In Minneapolis, you will not be able to get a Lyft or an Uber. Why is that? Because Lyft and Uber say they're going to leave the city. They're going to leave Minneapolis because of what the city council did. They are requiring drivers to be paid a minimum wage of $15.56 an hour. So Uber and Lyft are saying, nope, we're out of there. So what do you think about this? Uber and Lyft drivers are contract employees. They're not employees of the company per se. So this is something that has been done in other states, California, but I believe they shifted back because Uber and Lyft said they were going to drop out of the community. So let me know what you're thinking about this, especially if you're in Minneapolis. This could be a big plus for the cab companies in town that Lyft and Uber are now gone, the competition. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My name's Dave Bondi, keeping it real.
I'm sure the cab companies are ecstatic about this because when Uber and Lyft came about, if you guys recall, cab companies were furious because they basically came in and undercut all the cab rates. Now you have these woke cities, these woke mayors, woke city council members forcing what was supposed to be a side hustle. And now they want to force full-time pay and benefits on companies such as Lyft and Uber. And what that means is folks won't be able to take a Lyft or an Uber anymore. And you are now back to whatever the cab companies want to charge you. And we know there was a reason why cab companies started to fall off, because they were overcharging. They were price gouging people that didn't have vehicles. They allowed an Uber or a Lyft to come in and basically cut their knees off or cut themselves down at the knees because they were price gouging, because they were the only game in town when it came to, folks who did not have cars and needed rides. Simple as that, man. But leave it to woke city council members to come in and create a policy thinking they're doing good, but actually causing harm.
If you have one of those liberal friends who likes to claim the country is better off under Biden than it was under Trump, you're going to want to bookmark this video, because I'm about to shit all over that narrative. Oh, and the best part is I'm going to use MSNBC to do it. It'll be better that way so they don't claim we're using some biased source. So Chris Hayes over at MSNBC just did a segment where he attempted to show that everything is better under Biden than it was under Trump. And now I'm going to show you how this man is completely full of shit. Let's get into it.
Recently, while repeating the argument at a campaign rally in New Hampshire, Trump revealed a really amazing tell.
Were you better off 5 years ago, or are you better off today?
You know what he said? 5 years. Are you better off than you were 5 years ago?
Yeah, Chris, he said 5 years. It's 4 years ago, the entire world was fucked. Not a single country in the world was doing well. Every single person on earth is doing better than they were 4 years ago. Because 4 years ago, everybody was locked in their fucking homes. Because the entire country and the entire world was shut down. So yeah, it wouldn't make sense to make the comparison to 4 years ago. But I promise you, that is the least bullshit thing Chris says in this entire video. Now we get to move on to his bullshit graphs.
We're going to show you some charts. And here's the thing about the charts, all right? Generally, you want the good stuff to go up and the bad stuff to come down.
Only a viewer of MSNBC would need to have that explained to them. But hey, I can't blame him for recognizing the intelligence level of his audience.
Oh, yeah.
This is how that looks. Let's just start with GDP, gross domestic product. That is the measure and the value of all goods and services produced in the United States, right? It's the size of the U.S. economy. And like the rest of the world, we saw a significant drop. See when it goes down there?
Chris, do you recognize what you just said? Like the rest of the world. So thank you at least for admitting that it wasn't on Trump, because every single country in the world saw that dip. Oh, and when you look at our country's GDP over the last 70 years, it's really only ever dipped twice. Once here in 2008, y'all remember what fucking happened then, and then over here in 2020. Again, you also remember what happened then. Other than that, the GDP always goes up. That's because everything gets more expensive over time. Hence, the value of everything we produce will be higher.
Jobs have really bounced back. Labor force participation rate, that's the percentage of people who are in the labor force, really increasing steadily from the COVID era lows, right? It hit lows during the pandemic.
See, it's always funny where they choose to start the graph. He started it right at the tail end of COVID. And there's a very good reason he did that. Because this is what it looks like when you actually expand it out. See, this was the participation rate under Trump before COVID. And of course, as the Democrats shut down the entire fucking country, participation in the labor force really went down. And Biden's numbers are still well below where Trump was pre-pandemic. See the difference it makes when you actually see what's on the other side of the graph?
Yeah.
Manufacturing is also booming, thanks to a flurry of Biden-signed legislation. More and more goods being produced in America again, bringing good-paying manufacturing jobs back into the U.S. See how that goes?
Once again, it's important to notice where he started the graph, right at the tail end of COVID. Once again, here's what happens when you expand out that chart. This is manufacturing under Trump. This is manufacturing under Biden. Pretty fucking similar. But the Biden still has yet to hit the high numbers that Trump did during his presidency. Isn't it awesome when you get to see the whole thing?
Hospitality jobs, in particular, have bounced back after plummeting after the pandemic. Again, not a given the industry would recover.
Now, Chris actually almost screwed himself showing that one, because he actually kind of shows how good it was under Trump before COVID.
Yeah.
All because he wanted to show you that massive dip. And he was hoping that you'd forget that was because they shut the whole fucking country down. Once again, here's how that chart looks when you actually expand it out. This is hospitality jobs pre-pandemic under Trump. Once again, you got that big fucking dip. Then you have it going back up after the pandemic under Biden. I'd just like to point out that, like all the charts before, Biden still has yet to reach the high under Trump. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you actually expand that chart out to the last 70 years, hospitality jobs almost always go up. Once again, except for 2008 and, of course, 2020. Almost like hospitality jobs are always in demand.
Number of passengers flying on U.S. airlines. This is the summer of 2020, right? In the depths.
Who watches this
now,
stuff?
This one's actually really easy to debunk because the Bureau of Transportation has these really cool breakdowns. So in August 2023, which is the last non-holiday related airline travel month, we saw that there were 77.4 million passengers flying on U.S. airlines. But what's this over here? It's still down nearly a percentage point from pre-pandemic. So thank you to Chris and the Bureau of Transportation Statistics for making that one really fucking easy. Now, he continues to go on with so many more bullshit charts, but I don't like to make my videos too long. If you'd like a part 2 to this, just let me know in the comments.
Hey, these guys, man, they think we're stupid. MSDNC, obviously, their viewership, probably not some of the smartest people, in the country. They're not some of the sharpest tools, or some of the sharpest knives, in the bag. Obviously, when you look at the chart, we all know what happened in 2020. Epic shutdown, something that we hadn't seen in over 100 years. We know what it was, but we also understand how great things were prior to the shutdown. Business was booming in every shape, way, form, or fashion. In every way that you could think of it, business was booming. They just continue to gaslight and lie to us, man. Got one more video for y'all.
The one thing that nobody saw coming, and this is the competition of states. I don't put companies here in New York anymore, or in Massachusetts, or in New Jersey, or in California. Those states are uninvestable. The policy here is insane. The taxes are too high. We put them in Fargo, North Dakota, because 40% of the people work elsewhere, including Boston. So I was, of a bit of a debate with Elizabeth Warren about this, but I say, look, Senator, we've got to move the companies out of your state because you're not investable anymore. You're punishing people if they're successful. You overtax them. You hit them with a super tax. New Jersey, what a mess. New York, uninvestable.
Wait,
California.
why is New York uninvestable?
Try and do a project in New York. Try and build a data.
Yeah, I'm asking, Don's point, is it beyond the taxes?
Oh, the regulatory environment is punitive. I had a project in upstate New York behind the grid in Niagara Falls for electricity, a global data center we were building. Eventually, it got so bad with the politicians in the local region and the state policy, we moved it to Norway and all the jobs. Norway has it now.
That's New York for
you. I mean, that's New York.
York.
Uninvestable. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Just telling you the way it is.
Yeah,
That's
I think
it.
we
Uninvestable.
Some pushback from our elected officials in New York
I
on
was
that.
just going to say Kathy Hochul.
Yeah, but
I'll debate them any time of the day you want.
They don't want that smoke.
You know the AOC, she's great at killing jobs. She kills jobs by the thousands. Another New Jersey problem. Where did Amazon take their jobs? They took them away from her. She threatened to sue them if they created jobs. I mean, this is a reality. This is a reality that's
There's a
crazy.
little more to it, but let's not
Well,
relitigate that.
sorry, just telling the truth.
He's saying what a lot of people are saying, especially what happened with that Amazon thing here in New York.
What? This is old video, obviously, before Don Lemon was fired from CNN. But he said that AOC kills jobs by the thousand. Remember, she was fighting tooth and nail against Amazon putting their second headquarters, up there in New York. She was fighting tooth and nail. And when they decided to move, she looked at it as a victory. They were bringing thousands of high-paying positions to New York. That means that for the constituents, an opportunity to make good money and take care of their families. For the city, for the state, more tax revenue. And they decided, nah, we don't want it. New York is a place that I just don't think that people aren't moving to it anymore. But it's a uninhabitable place. You got to move there. They're losing jobs and companies by the boatload. I believe over 140 companies have moved. Thousands of jobs are gone. They've lost trillions of dollars in tax revenue. New York is ridiculous. It's right there with California, two states that you should not think about moving. They should be number 49 and number 50 states to not move to. Go somewhere else. You're better off going somewhere in one of the poorer states down south, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama before moving to daggone New York or Cali right now. It's so crazy. Or as you've seen at the beginning of this video here, Hakeem Jeffries, for whatever reason, he sounds real robotic. I think that's a tell. When he's lying, it's real robotic. It's real robotic. And he's like, oh, yeah, we just got to do a better job in showing the American people that the economy is great. When thousands upon thousands of jobs have been lost, companies are shutting down stores all across the country due to these bad policies in these liberal-led cities. It's a mess, man. It is a mess. But yet, for whatever reason, they want to pee on our leg and tell us that it's raining, and we're supposed to believe it.